Hey guys, welcome to Mitch's Music. Today we are going to talk about learning by ear. And what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks is I'm going to try to go live every day doing some sort of a different topic. Most likely I'll have to skip Wednesdays, but in general, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to go live and talk about a different topic. And I wanted to start with learning by ear. So today, what we're going to talk about is how to just get started. Some things to start thinking about to help you know if you're ready to start learning by ear. Some things to work your brain, work your ears a little bit to just get a little bit better at hearing music in general. And so let's talk about that a little bit today. And then tomorrow, I am going to talk a little bit more about starting your learning a song, listening to a song and learning a song by ear, and some first steps to take, a little bit more about a layout of a song and things like that. And so let's get started with today's topic. And today we're going to talk about some ways to start to train your ear a little bit better so that you can make sure that you're hearing music the right way, to move on to learning things by ear on an instrument. But before we do that, the first thing I want you to think about is why do you want to learn by ear? And there's a lot of different ways, a lot of different reasons to learn by ear. Today, it's not quite the same reason as why I learned by ear. When I started, I really liked country music, and there was not a lot of country music tab out there. You had Guitar World at the time that had a lot of rock tabs, so you were covered there. The internet started to come up and have a couple of things, but not a lot of country music was out there at the time. And so I was pretty much forced, if I wanted to learn some of my favorite songs, I was pretty much forced to have to learn by ear. And so that's why I got started. Today, there's so much out there that is available. And so it's not quite as good, like it's not quite as of a dire of a need, I guess, to learn by ear. But one of the main things I think learning by ear gives you is peace of mind, first of all. So, like, if you find a tab for your song, you can sort of error detect in your head because you've trained your ear to know whether the tab that you're looking at is right, because there's a lot of tabs out there, but not all of them are right. Or they get it really close, but the rhythm's not exactly right. The picking pattern's not exactly right. But if you start to notice those details, it helps you become a better player and a more accurate player, and to make sure that you're playing the song exactly the way it's supposed to play. And it also shows you whether or not your tab is just completely wrong. And so a couple of ways to get started, and we're not going to talk much about the guitar today, because a lot of the ways to get started are just very simple things. If you listen to a song on the radio, or if you listen to someone singing and you can actually match their pitch with your voice, that to me is one of the first steps, because we're using something that we already know how to use, our voice. We are trying to match the pitch with something that we already know how to do, which is our voice. So the very first thing, very, very, very first thing, is just try to sing along with your favorite song. Are you able to match the pitch? Are you able to sing along with it and be on pitch pretty much most of the time? That is the first step for me. Then after that, if the answer to that is yes, then hey,
You good?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, at 4.
Huh?
At 4. I'm gonna leave here at 4. So
Yeah, I'll be leaving about 4:30.
okay, sounds good. But if you are able to do that, then you can move on to the next step. And the next step, I would just pick up a guitar, pick a song that you're very familiar with, and start with something super simple like Mary Had a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and just see if by ear you can pick that out on the guitar. Try a couple of different songs. So Mary Had a Little Lamb. And if it's too tricky for you to move from string to string, just try to figure it out on one string. And what that does is a couple of things. It helps you to one, know your guitar a little bit better, kind of know how it works with the sounds that you're hearing. Because what you'll realize is that learning by ear gets to be more a little bit more about memorization, almost like if you've seen this before, you can more quickly identify it later. And so the more you know the guitar, the more likely you are to understand what's going on. So those two steps are two steps that I would take today. One, sing along with your favorite song, make sure that you can match the pitch. Two, pick up a guitar without any other prompting and try to figure out one of your favorite songs, or not one of your favorite songs, but one of your songs from your childhood. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something that you know really really well and you can kind of recite in your head. If you can do that, then the next step for me would be to try a slightly more complicated song. Since we're coming up on Christmas, one that comes to mind is Jingle Bells. It's a little bit more complicated than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So try to figure out something like that. See how well you do. See how close it comes, and then that's the first step. And that's a great first step. Tomorrow, what we are going to talk about is how to take your learning by ear and then apply it a little bit more to the guitar. We're going to talk a little bit about how to find what key the song is in, a little bit about how when you find what key it is in, it narrows it down a little bit more. We're going to talk about patterns in songs, because once we know the pattern of a song, then if we're trying to figure out a particular chord, we know when that chord's going to repeat again. We know it's when it's going to come around. And so that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below, and I'll get back to those and answer those. Like I said, I'm going to be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Most of this week is going to be on learning by ear. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day.